Hey guys, I'm Andy.
And I'm Erin.
And we're hiking for hope. And we're going to go through our gear real quick. So we're going to get started here. My lovely wife is going to take it away. Here we go.
All right. Well, over here, we've got a basket. This has got all of our bags and stuff in little baskets that we might take along with us. A little fan. Just little bags, odds and ends that we take along on different trips, and like ones that are waterproof and stuff for canoeing and all sorts of different things that we do. And then I make my own fire starters, which work awesome. And these ones are with horse bedding, pine. Smells really good. And then these are from lint in the dryers. And then I just use old wax from candles that I burn, or like Scentsy burners, and then I just melt them and put them, and they work awesome.
And then you just tear off a cube or two as you need it to light your fires.
Yeah.
They burn pretty good for probably 7 to 10 minutes, I think.
You can get any fire started.
Oh yeah.
And if it's like really wet, then I might use like, a few of them. But I mean, I made like a couple thousand of them.
Oh,
I got a huge bin still of them. Brand new Pomali tent, but we haven't gotten
upside down, but yeah. Pomali.
But we haven't gotten it set up yet. We just got it for Christmas from a Christmas present from my in-laws, his dad and mom, and so we haven't used it yet. But it's called the Bromance 70 tent. And we'll probably put a picture of it somewhere around.
If I can find one.
If we can find one. It's a cheapie, and then it's got 2 tents that go inside of it that clip in there for like a bud netting that, can choose separate tents. And it's got 3 different jacks for burner, a wood stove.
Yeah.
We have a wood burn stove.
There's no floor in this.
Yep, and then we're going to start on the top shelf, which is all of our sleeping bags. Sleeping bags and blankets.
Most of them are sleeping bags.
This right here is our little buddy. No, our big buddy.
Yeah.
We put it in our tent, or when we need some extra heat. We even use that at home every once in a while. And then these are our winter sleeping bags, because we live in Minnesota and it gets cold.
Yep.
And then these are our rumple blankets, which are really.
Before we go over these are 0 degree bags, except for my wife has a negative 10 bag. But we want to mention about the rating. When you get a bag, whether it's 0 or negative 10 or 40 or whatever it is, that's like the lowest temperature that you can survive in. You can survive. It's not going to be a pleasant sleep. You want to add 10 or 15 degrees to that so that you know how cold you can be and still be comfortably warm inside your bag. So a bunch of 0 degree bags, they're actually probably more comfortable around 15 degrees at the coldest. Otherwise, you can make it, but it's going to be chilly.
Yep. And then this is my summer sleeping bag, and this one goes down to 45 degrees. So this would probably be more comfortable for me about 55, 60.
Yeah, and that's in a compression bag. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but you pull those straps down on the side. And a compression bag, you just pull these straps and it tightens all the way around and, compresses it, and then takes up less space in your pack. So these summer lighter bags will do that. Our winter bags don't do that.
They do, but they won't go down very much.
No.
And then these are rumple blankets, and they're super awesome. They are really warm, and they don't seem like they're a whole lot of much, but let me tell you, these are just really light and really nice. And this is definitely going with me on the hike with my sleeping bag, because this was absolutely one of the best buys. They're expensive. They're about $100.
Yeah. Well, and this one was even a little bit more because it partners with
It was $64
Oh,
cheaper.
nice.
It was cheaper.
Cheaper.
It was on sale.
And they partnered with Carhartt for this one,
Yeah.
which is a solid brand. If you don't know, Carhartt's just awesome.
Carhartt.
And we have a couple other Rumple blankets that are different colors and different patterns and stuff. So you can get all sorts of crazy stuff on them. They're really nice. And they're warmer than heck. Like she said, I used mine just on the couch, and I ended up taking my shirt off because I was getting so warm and sweaty. So, you know, they work well. If you happen to come across one, it's worth the buy.
And this is a hammock
Quilt.
and I got it from a good friend of mine, and he got it for me for Christmas, which was super nice. And it goes up to down to 40 degrees, but you know, I think it'll work awesome. I can't wait to use it and try it with my hammock. And my husband's got one too. I got him one of Tigers.
One Tigress. Yep. It's a pretty good brand. Our one of the YouTubers we watch, Lone Wolf 902. Does he use One Tigress? I know he uses Palmolive. He uses a little bit of One Tigress too.
And this also goes right down to
another compression bag.
Compression
Nice.
bag. Then you just lift up.
And it loosens right up. Now, one thing I didn't know for many, many years that I found out because Aaron researched it and discovered it is that you don't want to leave things in the bag and all compressed down because it ruins the insulation inside of whatever it is, the hammock quilt or the blanket or whatever. So you can compress them down to fit in your pack, but once you get home, it's a better idea to just take them out.
And just hang them.
Where are we supposed to put all this stuff if we take them out of the bags, you know? So we're kind of breaking our own rule, but...
If you can hang them. That'd be great. That'd be even better. But we just at least uncompress them. And I've never had a problem. I've had this for probably close to 15 years now. Yeah. The tent that he's got his hand on right there, that is our Eureka. It's a 13-man Eureka tent, and I will endorse Eureka all the way.
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored.
Not
sponsored, but I absolutely have Eureka. I mean, I've used a lot of Eureka, and when I was in Girl Scouts, that's what they used, and they're still using the same tents that I used and that my mom used in Girl Scouts. And it's crazy. And we've had this tent for
over 10 years.
Over 10, maybe 14 years too, and it's still now starting to show a minimal footprint.
You lay down your footprint, and then you put your tent down to protect the bottom of the floor of the tent from getting damaged from being on bare ground.
And then I also bring packing blankets, and I use those on the floor inside of the tent. If we're not backpacking, of course, you know.
Moving blankets, it's kind of like a thicker carpet in there to protect the floor again.
Yep.
So it's important to take those steps, which she always does with all her stuff. I feel like I'm Chris Farley. You know, from Saturday Night Live. And okay, this is Chris Farley.
All right, we're being goofballs.
Yeah, all right.
And then there's another tent over there that he's got his hand on, and that one is a little Coleman tent, the 4-person, and we're gonna give that to my daughter and her boyfriend because it's too short for us all the way around.
Well, and another point we should make, like the sleeping bags, as far as tents are concerned, depending on how many people go, double the number that a tent will hold. For instance, if Aaron and I just go by ourselves, we're going to need at least a 4-man tent so we can get our bags in there and our gear, so our gear isn't sitting outside in the elements.
And I don't feel comfortable with my gear sitting outside. So.
That's why our Eureka is, what, a 13-man?
Yeah.
So it's big enough for her and I and the kids when they were growing up and all their stuff and their toys and everything we needed.
Yeah, because everything went inside the tent with us at night mostly.
At least double it if you're looking at tents. Double it up. And that goes for every brand. Every brand, just double it so that you got the extra room for gear.
All right, and then over on the very end of it, that is one of our bug out bags, and that's my son's bug out bag, and that's full of all sorts of other stuff in case of an emergency and we got to pick up and go fast. So if you guys want us to open up that sometime, let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, we're just going to pass this for right now.
Yep. Moving on.
And then
Okay, I'll hold it.
this is our hiking backpack that me and my husband will be using. We have the exact same one.
It's a
It's a Tefton.
Explorer 65
And it's a Tefton
Teton.
Sports.
Teton. That's a
Teton
pretty
Sports.
good brand. In fact, Jack's new 0 degree bag is a Teton, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Teton's a good brand. Hopefully we won't have it packed plumb full for the hike that we really, really want to be able to go on to help with Parkinson's research. We could use a lot more help trying to get there. We got letters that need to go out still, but hopefully the packs won't be as heavy as this can hold because this is a larger pack.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And then inside of it is my cookware, and I have had this. It's a Girl Scout one, and I've had this since I was in Girl Scouts in first or second grade when I started as a brownie. These are daisies now, but I was a brownie when I started, and I am still using it. And it's just this, and it comes with a little bowl.
Little pot.
I have a little cup, but I took the cup out because I don't really use it anymore. I got my Yeti, so I use that instead. Luxury item.
Yep.
But anyways, I still use my Girl Scout canteen.
Yep.
And then I keep it in here, and then I just have my soap, my dunk bag, my condiments, which is like my salt and pepper, my Mrs. Dash, little things like that. And I also have for making fresh tea with stuff from the forest or whatever. You just put it in here, and then you just put it in, and you steep your own tea.
Pine needles, I heard, are very good for you.
Yes.
Put in boil water with pine needles and make a pine needle tea. And it's supposed to be really high in vitamin C, I think.
And this is my very first Girl Scout silverware. And I still use this too, and I've had this since I was a little girl. And yeah, that's what's in here. Oh, and I got one of these washcloths. They turn into a washcloth once you get it wet.
Yeah. They work good. I wouldn't think of half of this stuff. That's why I need her around.
Here's my pillow.
Puppies.
It's my pillow. I love puppies. My water shoes. So in case we gotta take our shoes off or we gotta go across the river, instead of getting my shoes all wet, I'm gonna take them off and wear those things.
A good amount of it's in the boundary waters or close to the boundary waters, so
yeah,
there's gonna be water.
And then in here is the first aid kit, and it's a waterproof bag. And I don't know if I'm going to be taking all these bags with us or not, because they'll be like a weight thing, you know. I don't want to bring too much bulky things. It's just some of the stuff I have in my bag. And then I forgot what was in here, but this is a water bag, and it's got waterproof matches and windproof matches. This is body soap and stuff in case you need to wash yourself. I got a first aid kit for wilderness survival. I got a glow stick in case of an emergency. I got clippers in here. Just all sorts of little stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think about, but you would need.
If you're going to be out there for a while, you got to come prepared for hygiene out there as much as you can.
Yep. So that's what's in there. That's some of our camping stuff.
Fuel. We got propane for the buddy heater and a couple of larger grills that we have that are hidden underneath here right now. We got the canister that you saw in a couple of our earlier videos that we cooked on. And then we've got this canned heat, which you most likely probably seen at buffets where they have these things warming up the food underneath. But these will actually, it does start to boil water. If you use them for long enough and you move the pot around, it'll start boiling. So. All right. And this is just miscellaneous odds and ends, things that we've collected over the years. This is Aaron's tote, this is mine, and then this one and the other three behind it are just filled with just camping stuff. So if we ever want to haul this or that, we got choices.
If you want to see what's in our baskets, leave it in the comment below and let us know if you want to see what's in those baskets. We'll do another video on what's in the baskets.
Yeah, we got as you can see, there's a lot of odds and ends here.
It's lot of stuff in the
It's not the
basket.
greatest gear setup, but it works good for us compared to what we had just before this. It's quite the hazard in here.
Yeah.
And some of this stuff doesn't have anything to do with camping. However, we do have a chainsaw here, which reminds me, obviously we can't take it on the hike, that's way too much. But if you're gonna be out in the woods, if you're gonna go out to where, like no man's land, bring a chainsaw, especially if you live up here.
You never know what's going to happen.
You might have deadfall trees across the road, then you're stuck, you gotta cut that up, firewood. If you can manage it, bring a chainsaw with you. Battery operated or gas.
Yeah.
Sleeping pads.
Yeah, another pad.
Sleep systems.
And then underneath that pad is a rubber blow-up raft. We've taken down the Straight River and ended up on a 9-hour tour. That was really fun. I mean,
That wasn't towards the end. It wasn't fun for me.
I had to go over a big tree, and he had to pull that underneath a tree.
Mm-hmm. It was that tested our relationship, and that was early on.
It was early
that
on.
was early
Yep.
on, and we
We
tested
made it.
our relationship.
We went right through it. Yep.
Yeah, right. It was perfect. It was no problem at all. No problem.
He's a baby.
Oh God.
All right.
I guess, for the most part. Oh, yeah. Lanterns.
This is a big thing full of lanterns. These are our kids' lanterns when they were little kids. They used to,
Oh, don't
love
break it.
hanging on to these things. And then we got all sorts of little lanterns in here and little flashlights. I am kind of obsessed with lights when it comes to camping.
Oh, water jug.
Oh yeah, this is our water jug. It looks kind of gross, but it's
clean
fine.
on the inside.
Yeah.
It's just dirty on the outside. What is this, like 3 gallons or 5 gallons?
That's a 3-gallon. And we fill this up when we go camping, and we use it for washing our stuff and whatever, taking baths or whatever we may
Doing
do with it.
dishes, whatever we need the water for.
Yep.
Potable water, we typically don't drink out of there. It's just, potable means it's just for not for consumption. I think that's what potable means. Potable water. Somebody double check or I will, but potable water.
And then we got a hammock. Not a hammock.
This is our son's
cot.
chair.
Got a big cot. Is that the cot?
This is Jack's chair.
No, that's
Oh,
my
that is
cot.
the cot.
I got a big cot. Andy had one, but he burnt it up in a fire with our white duck canvas tent that I've only
Okay.
slept in for 1 weekend.
I
You got
slept in
2
it-
weekends.
I slept in it for 2 weekends, and then it burned down.
Yep. He started a fire down in Texas during a drought, and he didn't make a rim around it.
In my defense, it was my Uncle Rob's land, and he said that we could have the fire. He didn't think it was going to be that bad. And now, in Aaron's defense, I should have known better, and I should have protected the fire and cleared away tall grass. And we didn't do any of that because we were lazy, and that's what we paid the price for.
And it went right to the tent.
Yeah.
$1,500.
Well, we kept the grill, the wood burning stove.
Yeah. Yep. That's
right.
why we got the Palmolive.
The Palmolive. All right. Are we? Oh, you can think of anything else?
And then the bottom shelf, we have another little buddy heater that you just put a propane tank and screw it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just have some grills down there. We have one that takes the propane grill, little teeny little grill. It takes propane, and then there was another one that is just a little Weber, and it just takes charcoal.
Yep. A little smoky.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's all of our camping. Anything you guys want to see more of, like you want to see what's inside of all those baskets over there, let us know.
Or if you got a question about anything we've been talking about, put that down in the comments.
Yeah. We didn't show the hammock.
Oh, no, yeah. It's like Tetris.
Cushy camper gear. This is the hammock system that I got. Sometime we'll open it up and we'll do a video when we're camping with them. It's a hammock, and then it's got a bug net that goes around it, so you can actually sit inside of your hammock like a chair and still be able to sit in the bug net. And then there's a rain fly with it too. And this is made for and by veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made right here in the United States, called Cushy Campers.
And
Cushy Camper gear, and that's why I got it, because it supports veterans.
And it's parachute material,
Yes.
made out of parachutes.
Yep.
So good stuff.
Yep. And this bag is also waterproof, so you could also use this if you need to get water or anything like that. It's all waterproof as well, so you can save all your good items inside this bag as well, in case you're in a canoe or anything like that.
And you can. It comes with straps too. So if you're just taking this with you for like a little hangout in the woods, you can put it on your back. You don't have to carry it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. All right.
You gotta fit that back in there. As the whole wall moves.
This is my camping chair. It doesn't go in this bag. The one that went in this bag, it broke. It was an Eddie Bauer. But this is another cheap one off of Amazon. But I got a bigger chair, and I can pull that out some more time too. If you want to see that chair?
This is like a tripod. It sets
Yeah.
up like a tripod. And her new camping chair that she got is super lightweight, and it's made for camping. Not like a.
It's like a.
It's not like a lawn chair that you can still take camping. It's just bulky. This one's all compact and lightweight.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But it is made for bigger people. That way, I wanted it more sturdy, because it seems like if it's not made for bigger people, it breaks all the time.
Yeah.
So it holds up to, I think, 500, 700 pounds. But it's really nice.
Your cot is rated for heavier
Yeah.
than what you need to.
Yeah. And also the chair, it's got 3 or 4 different levels. So I can fold it all down and have it like on low to the ground. I can have it up and down.
She can angle it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's pretty nice chair.
Well, sometime we can open up that and show you too. Just sit down like that. Woo-hoo. Sitting in my chair. Just kidding.
All right. Anything else you want to go over?
I don't think so. Let us know if there's anything on this wall that you'd like to see more of. If you want to take out anything you guys want to see in the drawer.
Let us know if you want to see more of me too.
Of course, I see more of you. And thank you guys for coming back. And we are doing better from the COVID.
Yep.
Still on the mend, but getting better.
Yeah, we still got a few more days to quarantine, and then we're good to go. So.
Yeah.
All right, we'll end it here. Comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that. And
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Peace,
Hiking
love.
for hope.
And yes, peace, love, and hope.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. Catch you guys later.